Okay, so there's a firestorm brewing in the K-pop world, and it's all about one of the biggest groups on the planet, BTS. And the wild part? The controversy is about alleged mockery within the band itself. So that's really the heart of the matter, right? Is this just harmless teasing between guys who are basically brothers? Or did something cross a line into actual mockery? That's what we're going to unpack. All right, to really get what's going on, we have to start at the beginning. Let's look at the actual clips that kicked off this whole debate. So, this all really blew up when fans dug up a clip from a Weverse live stream with Jimin and Jungkook from this past June. Okay, so what are we actually seeing here? You see Jimin and Jungkook make this very specific face, and fans knew exactly what that face was. Then they laughed together. And yeah, this was the moment that lit the match. And this right here, this is the kind of reaction that just threw gasoline on the fire. Someone on X posted the clip and just asked, wait, are they mocking him? That simple question just perfectly captured what a lot of people were thinking, and man, it took off. But see, it wasn't just that one clip. Fans were quick to point out another moment, and this one happened at a pretty significant place, V's own solo fan meeting, Vignic. So in this clip, you see Jimin making that exact same face again. And for the people who are getting concerned, the context here was everything. I mean, this wasn't some private joke anymore. This was happening at an event that was all about celebrating V. And this is where you can see the narrative really starting to harden for some people. This tweet flat out uses the word mocking to describe what Jimin was doing. So for this person, it's definitely not a tribute. It's something negative. All right, let's look at the third piece of evidence that's been making the rounds. This one is from a little while back during their huge Permission to Dance on Stage tour. And yep, we see it again. He's on stage, mid-concert, makes the face, and then turns to laugh with J-Hope. You can see why for some fans, this pattern was starting to feel, well, a little concerning. The face, then the laughter. Okay, but this tweet is really interesting because it shows the nuance here. So this fan is describing the exact same thing, J-Hope and Jimin imitating the expression, but look at the emojis they used. You've got that pleading face, the crying emoji, which could totally mean they see it as something cute or funny, in an affectionate way. It's a great example of how not everyone was interpreting this in a negative light. Okay, so we've seen the clips that are causing all the commotion, but to really get the full picture, you need to know where this face even came from. What is the Tata Mick face anyway? So here's the origin story, and it's actually pretty wholesome. Years ago, V came up with this expression to try and playfully trick the staff into giving him a special microphone accessory. It was designed to look like his BT21 character, Tata. He made the face to act like he'd won it as some sort of prize. It was just a funny, totally harmless moment. And of course, the fans just loved it. The whole thing went viral inside the fandom almost instantly. So this isn't just some random expression, It's become one of V's signature things. It's part of his charm. So now that we have all that context, you can really see how this debate just exploded. You've got the viral clips over here, and this really sweet origin story over there. So let's break down the two sides of the argument. Okay, so on one side of the argument, you have people saying, hey, this is just normal group stuff. They've been together for over a decade. These are inside jokes between guys who are practically family. But then, on the other side, people are saying that doing it repeatedly, in public, and then laughing about it, well, that feels different. It feels less like a tribute and more like making fun. They feel it crosses a line from playful teasing into something that feels like mockery. And believe me, this whole debate has spilled way outside of the core BTS fandom. This tweet here, not my neighborhood, but damn, just sums it up perfectly. It's caught the eye of the entire K-pop community and even people who are just casual observers. Everyone's kind of just watching this thing unfold. When you step back, what this whole thing really shows is just how intense life is for these global superstars. I mean, every single look, every laugh, every little inside joke is filmed, clipped, analyzed, and debated by millions of people online. What might be a totally meaningless moment in private becomes like permanent evidence for the entire world to judge. And really, that leaves us with a much bigger question, one that's about more than just this one incident. When you're a fan of a group where their friendship is a huge part of their appeal, who actually gets to draw the line between what's okay and what's not? Is it the guys themselves, or is it the massive global fandom that is so emotionally invested in those very relationships? There's really no easy answer to that.